Okay, now John and Indigo would have to jump by clicking on the link. The two would have to jump to make sure they were there. Trudy. Okay,
Am I in the way?
yeah, you're in the way.
Sorry, I'm trying to find your head strap.
I know. We need to square it at night. Okay, so John, if Brian was, but he asked, if John and Indigo could start typing in YouTube and it report how it was. So Brian would need Trudy's help that morning to get a tripod and put it. Oh, that's too small. It's too small. You can try it, but I think that table's too small. See, they bought the same exact tables. The only problem is they weren't the same tables, and the next batch was smaller. So small things like that were very difficult for Periscopians. I mean, Centerportians. Okay, so can you guys type out things? Brian's starting to get anxious. You have to sign in to type out. See, this is the thing. Indigo and John were new. He didn't know if they even had. They probably were not prepared to go to YouTube. So the problem is new people did not have all these things set up yet. So Trudy, I need a tripod. Trudy, this is exactly why he needed. Trudy, so they probably didn't know how. Indigo would not jump since she had to leave for an appointment. Indigo has a question. Okay, ask your question in. Okay. Try to ask your question. Trudy, I need you now. No. Trudy, it's going to go downhill if you start. Trudy, thank you. Okay.
Trying to get you a bigger table.
Well, you'll see what I mean.
And I don't know what you mean about.
I need a tripod on the table.
Like this? Or one of those?
One of those.
Okay.
Okay, Indigo having tested jumping. Okay, so there were 3 people there. Okay.
You want this short, right?
And John probably didn't have an account set up yet. Oh boy. So Brian was having a hard time. He needed people to type on here. Yeah, he had to have comments show up. So the only comment that showed up right now, he didn't need anyone on Facebook right now. He didn't need anyone on Facebook. He needed everybody on YouTube. If he went on YouTube, you would have to jump there until it filled up, until there was other people texting on it, and then they could return back there. Again, would Brian prefer Indigo not to join unless she could stay an hour? The first thing, no. In the morning, if he was having a storm or he was in the morning, you could jump on and just say you had a little time, right? As long as you told him how much time you had. If it seemed like he was going in a storm, or if someone was asking for help, but if he was doing fine and he was already in a core conversation, you probably could wait until the next hour or whatever. It didn't really matter. I mean, that was a more complicated question than he could answer at this time. Okay, it was much more complicated. Okay, so out of the 3 people, you notice that not one person was typing anything on YouTube. So 3 people. This was a bigger problem than one could imagine, because this is a why. So Brian needed another tripod. This is why. So notice how there's no commenting. So he would then. So this is the problem. He would jump. God help us all through this, Lord, if you're out there somewhere. Okay. And if he was Lord of Lords, he didn't understand how did he never, anyway, I don't know. That's just, okay, so you're going to have to, oh God help me.
Can I ask a question?
Just a minute.
I
What?
want to know if I can walk in front of that camera. Are you projecting? Are you watching the screen?
Oh God. Brian's not doing good. Just a minute. Trudy,
I'm just right here.
do
Brian.
not.
Just right here.
Okay.
Okay, there's tripods right behind there. I'm trying not to get in front of your camera.
Trudy, okay, do not overwhelm Brian. Okay, do not. Brian would calmly ask not to over him, all caps him. That was saying a lot more than you. He needed a lot more help than this. Because he needed people that could do all the different tasks. It was too much for one person. He knew he didn't have enough people online, and it wasn't people's fault. Okay. Do I have my administrative view yet?
I'm still looking for it, but I gotta cross over there to get in that bag. I looked at everything I brought out of the car.
Okay.
I don't see it. I'm just doing a very high cursory look.
See. Okay. Oh my God, he was in trouble. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I don't have a behavior for this. See, normally the people. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, help me through this. I can't handle this, Trudy.
Brian, I need to get that bag over there.
What? Why?
Because I want to look in it and see if your thing is.
Not right now. I'm going through such a storm.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's try to help.
Okay. John was there. Okay. John was there, but there was 5. So, okay, John was there. Okay, so he didn't know how many people. Okay, John was there. Okay, John had made it. John was there. Okay.
You guys need to thumb up that video.
You guys need to thumb up the video once you're there, because within 8 seconds, there'll be 20 or 8 thumbs
Usually
down.
5 to 8 thumbs down.
So again, so how many? So actually, so here on YouTube, you would need just the opposite. You would need 10 for every one person online. You would need 10 Centerportians to fight these battles. So okay. So this is a bad problem on YouTube. So YouTube, you would have to have your best Centerportians to fight YouTube. Okay. So YouTube, you would have to have one, and he had forgotten this. He had never got this far with a strong dyad. So a strong dyad would not be able to conquer the evil that was on YouTube. So can someone type that out on YouTube? Okay. God help. Okay. Okay, this. Gee, God. Oh. God help. You go back to. God help. Okay, John thumbed up the video. Okay, but he needs to. Okay, oh God, help us through this. Brian would get ready to go on Periscope. Everyone hated Periscope. But again, there was no option other than Periscope. Centerportians needed help that morning because one of the dyads would have to leave. Okay, what time is it, guys? What time is it?
0548.
05. What time is it right now?
0548.
0548. Okay, now, Brian would have to remember to go vertical. Oh, crap. Oh, guys, this is so hard. You guys would not believe how hard. Brian was doing excellent in a very, very, extremely difficult. Trudy, I need an administrative view. God help. Trudy.
You told me not to do anything. I want to get that bag because I have a feeling it
Okay,
might be in there.
okay. Sit in that chair right now. Sit in that chair and get that other table in front of you. Okay, God help me. God, where are you? God. God. Brian was anxious that morning because he did not have enough help. And he knew it. And it wasn't that 2 wasn't enough. I mean, am I not enough? No, it's just there's too many tasks to do for 1 or 2 people to do. It was impossible. It was impossible to do it. He would have to be head of the corps. He could not be head of the corps and do all he was doing. He could not. All caps, he could not head a corps. Okay, how long would it take to have that typed where he could, in YouTube? No, not you. Again, so there was no, God help me. Please help me through this. God help me through this. God help me through this. God help me. He would calm down once he had a core. Once he had a core, he needed a core. He needed a core team. He could not had a core. That's correct. He could not had a core. Oh, God help me. God, please help me through this, God. See, he was building what was called a privacy layer. What you were witnessing was a a privacy layer, 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 a privacy layer. Oh God, help. 48. See, now he had to change the time. 49, 59, 50. God help me through this. God help me. Was it 20? What day was it? 20 what?
28, I believe. Yes.
Wait, 333, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That was the right titling for now. Okay, dash, what letter is it, guys? F? F. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how many tasks he adds?
No, it's not F. Because G is 600.
Okay. Right there, that he would have to take, and he would have to take a screenshot of this.
It should be F.
That's fine, I can't write it. So that would be the perfect titling for up here. Right now, that's all I could do. Okay, so now he would have to say, okay, now everybody had to go. Unfortunately, he needed people now to go on Periscope, and then you could back up. Then they could back up. 3, 2, okay. Now everybody could jump to Periscope, and then he could. Okay, you only needed 1 to 10 ratio on Periscope, a 1 to 10 ratio. Unfortunately, on YouTube, you would need. Okay, you had. Okay, jump, guys, jump. Everybody jump. You only need 1 to 10. 1 to 10 ratio. This is good. 1 to 10. So again, we need commenting in YouTube, Periscope. Periscope. Someone type on Periscope. What was going on? Periscope. Start the narrative on Periscope, please. Somebody. Anybody can start the narrative on Periscope before Brad goes into a storm, please. This is not a threat. This is just letting you know he needs to see comments appearing on. John was there. He said John at 0551. Put the chrono number, John, if you could. Put the whole chrono number at 0. Okay, so 2018 11. He didn't know. Someone put the chrono number of when it started. 0551. 0551. 0551.
For some reason,
He couldn't even remember the date. He couldn't what? Narrate what?
For some reason, it would not allow me to type.
So for some reason,
Gone in, gone out.
Okay, so for some reason it would not allow. Take a screenshot and put it in our core. Take a screenshot, and so Brian had to run a core. He had to run a core. Brian had to run a core because there was not 4 or more. Brian would have to run a core if it was not 4 or more. This is why. And he. Oh God, please help me through this. A lot had happened before Brian would go online. He would try everything he could. Okay, John would like Brian to go live on Periscope Trio Thief so John and Trudy could moderate. That was too late, John. Time to prepare. Okay, someone type, go no. Please just, okay, it's great. So type, oh God. Time to prepare for the storm is before the storm. Time to prepare for the, time to,
Breathe,
she got me good.
Breathe, honey.
Trudy, got it.
Trying to get
Guys, just don't do that. You're messing John. Don't ever type. Just listen to the captain right now. Now is not the time to make a. I can't go on. It's no complicated. Do you realize how hard it was for Brian to go on? Please, guys, go. You're not going to be able to fight the battle on YouTube. Just go to Periscope, please. Just go to Periscope. Just go to Periscope, please. Start typing. Okay, I can't. You need to start waking up local people. Local people,
okay, now I can type.
No, okay. You need to start locally type. True, don't shake your head. If I say local people, we start waking up local people. No one's typing on Periscope. Even John's not typing on Periscope. Okay? So because, so Brian was going downhill because no one. Trudy, I want you to stop everything and start typing. I can call it. Start calling Jeff. It doesn't matter. You can't do everything. Okay, you're not going to be able to combat it. If John was there, Brian wanted Trudy to start calling local people. Thank you. Okay, yes. Now, if John could stay typing out there, he wouldn't need you to type. Unfortunately, he went to YouTube and wasn't typing. That's why he wanted you to call. Now that John's typing, he doesn't need to call anybody. What? It's not we just need more support than this. But we can win the battles on Periscope with a 1-to-10 ratio. Now, so we just need one person. But if there's only one, if you're the one person and you're helping Brian, you can't narrate. Does that make sense? Okay, so if that number increased, you would need 2 people. Right now, you only need 1, possibly 2, because there's above 10. Okay, thank God there were low numbers. Okay, so this was good. Okay. Okay, Trudy, I need you to stop everything. And I need you to get that tripod right there. And I need you to put it, no, I need you to put it right there. So it's in the screen. You see where Brian is? Right where the clock is. This, and you see now why Brian needed 4 or more every morning. Okay, guys, Brian's starting to get a little anxious because there's more. We can't only have 1 to 10, guys. It's becoming 18. If you want to calm Brian down, either lower the numbers, lower those numbers, or get more people. Okay? Okay, so can someone narrate? John's not narrating.
You might be typing, there's a delay.
No, if there's a delay, then he would be getting old. Oh my God. They asked a question. Oh my God. They asked a question. Holy cow. I need. Okay, call Julianne. Call Julianne. See if she's available. Call Julianne. So, call Julianne, Trudy.
John wanted to remind Brian that Trudy and John were there, so there's 2 people.
No, there isn't 2 people. Okay, call Julianne.
Julianne won't go on Periscope, Brian. She doesn't even have a Periscope account.
I want you know what? Right now, I need you to call her directly. Do not call her through. Call her directly. Call her directly. No, right there. Call her directly, right from there.
Right from there.
Trudy, I need you to walk over here. Walk over here.
Walk
Okay?
over here.
Yes. No. Right there. No, Trudy, right. No. Do you see?
Someone is asking if they should leave.
Trudy, if they don't know to talk third person past tense, then we don't give them the time of day.
What do you want me to
Okay?
do?
We only talk to people that know what the heck's going on. We don't have time for new people right now. Here, go over there, right there. Trudy, right there. You have to be in the screen if you're doing something. I need you to call Julianne. And why did he have to call? Because there was not enough center portings there. He needed 4 people. 4 or more. He needed 4 or more people to help. And you could say, well, I'm not enough, so I'm going to leave. You could whatever. Okay, John would remind everyone in the scope not to ask questions and John, and to only say things in third person past tense. Third person past tense. Do not ask questions when Brian's in a storm. Do not ask questions when Brian's in a storm. Do not ask questions. Call Julianne. Okay, do you notice this? Okay, there's no local help. Okay, so Ralph would not ask questions when Brian was in a storm. Someone can convert that.
You have reached Julianne's cell phone. I'm unavailable to take your call right now, but if you
Just
leave
end
a
up.
message, I'll call you back as soon as
Okay.
I can. Thank you.
Okay. God help me. Okay, now some people, they had more than that. Now there were people that actually, so they were acting like Centerportians. Ralph would not ask questions when Brian was in a storm. Good. Now that we have people on Periscope, they're acting like a Centerportian. So we had more than just 2. Now we have 4. Whoever Ralph was, it was as if Centerportians were having reinforcements. It was like someone was coming in helping win their battles. See? Okay, can someone block that person?
For some reason, it's not asking us to moderate.
Okay. It's not asking her to moderate. Okay, so,
I wonder if that's because you have to do it on every one of your...
okay, oh God, guys. So again, Okay, we have, Trudy, I need this tripod over there. I need this tripod, this tripod, and a vertical position. Oh, no, right there. I'm sorry. You already have, it's 0600 hours. Can someone put the chrono number, the whole chrono job? No, not you, Trudy. Not you. Not you. Can someone on there put the chrono number? If you know how to write a chrono number, put a
I'm
chrono
sorry.
number.
We're not set up for moderation on this account.
Okay, I don't care. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Okay, so Brian would, jump. Not jump. I'm sorry. I don't know what this is called. Flip, I guess. Brian would flip out is what he would do. Okay, so I need this and a vertical. Okay? God help me. God help me through this, God. Okay. Oh, God help me through this. God help me. Okay. No, Trudy, look at this. You need to have the whole lineup. Do you see what I'm saying?
I don't know what you. Can you just do it?
Judy.
Because I don't know.
Okay. Judy. Okay.
Okay, I don't know, Brian.
God,
I don't know.
help me through this. Help me through this. Okay. God help. God. Okay, keep narrating, guys. Keep the narration going. Keep the narration going. Keep the narration going, guys. Okay. God. Help me. Help me through this, God. We don't have enough people. We need to find more people. Okay, whatever we need to do to find more people. This is not enough. Okay. Call Roger. See if he's available. Call Roger. It was 2018-11-28-0601. Okay. John would like Trudy to block on Brian's phone.
Unfortunately, is this Periscope?
Yep, that's Periscope.
All right.
Okay.
Can I,
Block on Yes.
can I slide this back or something?
Oh God, don't. Oh no, she doesn't know how to.
I do know how to, Brian.
That was a false narrative. Brian wanted people to talk.
There were people.
Wanted people to talk. If they did third person.
Can I move this back
Third
so I
person.
can-
Do you see what I'm saying, guys?
Brian, can I move this back so I can get in front of it?
Okay. Becky was at work, but listening as best as possible. Okay. So there was Becky. Okay.
So who am I going to
So-
block?
Okay, no. Becky was there. That's okay. Becky was there. Okay, guys. Okay. Everybody. Okay, let's do this. Told Brian there was people there. Brian. So, okay. Good. So, no, Brian needed help right now. Brian needed someone to type out. Let's see how many we have. Help Brian and his fellow Centerportians on day 333 by saying some truth. Trudy, God.
Brian, you won't let me type, so.
Just, you know what? It's too hard. You do not know how to block with the phone. Don't do
I
it.
do.
No, you don't.
I do.
How?
Well, I want to know who to block.
No, you. Okay.
Block. Okay. C. Chow.
God help me.
This one here. C. Chow. Block user.
Okay, block user. Okay.
Who else, John? There's someone here. Wild woman, I think, is a problem, but.
Okay, Trudy.
What?
Back your camera up there by the camera right there. Back it over there so you still have everything in line of sight. So if someone's narrating, we need more narrators, guys. We need more narrators. Okay, no.
No, Brian.
Trudy,
Can
do you
get
see
up
what
and-
you're seeing?
I don't know what you want.
Okay.
You want all those cameras in
And the
here?
reason Trudy has to do all this is because we didn't have 4 people online this morning, okay? We need 4 or more every morning. Okay? 4 or more. 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 Trudy, just keep that in the screen. I just need it further out. I need the perspective different. So Brian would have to be the director. He would have to be
Just a minute.
He would have to have the core leader. He would have to be the core leader. He could not be a core leader and be the director and everything. Okay. Do you have all? Okay. So something looks amiss. Can you move it over a little bit more? A little more. You have to have. Okay. Oh, you have to have. Okay. So you have to get your chair.
That's what I want to do, Brian. But I'm going to step in front of the cameras. Are the cameras all pointing at you?
Oh, and you don't have this camera right here. You don't have this. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay. Okay, so we had 3 cameras Okay, he needed this written out. This is what he needed written out. He started with the static camera, went to Facebook, went to no. No, did I ask you to move the chair? Put it back, put it
Brian,
back.
you asked me to move the chair so I can't moderate unless I'm here.
Okay, right. Okay, sorry. Okay. You have to be in the camera though.
I can't then, you'll just have
Trudy,
my head.
yes, you don't tell me you can't.
I
You
know.
have to be in the camera. Be creative. In the camera. In the camera, just in the camera. You have to be in. There's no way.
Then I'm gonna block you.
No, you can't. Trudy.
There. How's
True.
that? I'm partially here.
No. So Brian knew how to do it, but he would have to go over there to show her. And he had all this bear. Trudy, I'm telling you, don't make me have to get up, go over there. You have to narrow the tripod. Narrow the tripod. Narrow the tripod. No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Come on, guys. You guys have your master's degrees. Come on. Make it so you fit in the camera. It's not an option. You have to be in the camera.
How's that?
Yeah, that's best. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so now would there be a better way to configure this? Yes. There would be a better way to do this. Yes. Okay? But unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. It didn't go as it was squared, okay? The square, it had to be re-squared the night before. Okay, there was a difference between squaring a behavior and a cubing a behavior. Anyone that can write that out, write it out. There was a difference between squaring a behavior and cubing a behavior. Write it out. There was a difference between squaring a behavior and cubing a behavior. There would be a difference between squaring a behavior and cubing a behavior. There would be a difference. There would be a difference between squaring a behavior and cubing a behavior. And don't worry, he's not always doing perfect past tense, perfect present, all that stuff. So we got that out. Okay, now this is what would have to be out. You guys are gonna have to do this in pieces. Brian went on live at just past 5 o'clock. Someone write that out. Then someone else was gonna have to. Someone else write this out. Then he went on Facebook, and there was the John Indigo dyad, but Indigo had to go out. Okay. So there was only one. One person does not count as a Centerportian. You have to have two or more to count as a Centerportian, because eventually in the book, they're going to be algorithms, not people. Okay? They're algorithms, not people. They're algorithms, not people. Can someone write down? The characters in the story were algorithms, not people. They were algorithms, not people. Centerportians were algorithms, not people. Okay? Centerportians were, so technically we played a part of the Centerportian. They helped make Centerportians, but Centerportians were in the characters in the story. Centerportians were actually algorithms. They weren't. You would think they were people. They weren't. They were algorithms. Okay. Perfect algorithms. Okay. Block anybody that doesn't talk. And let's block everybody that don't past tense. Block, okay, new rule, block anyone that doesn't do third person past tense or trying to say something. Centerportians were perfect. That's right. Centerportians were perfect algorithms. Were algorithms being perfected, actually. Centerportians were algorithms being perfected. Centerportians were algorithms being perfected. But people would have to fill those algorithms. Okay, so Trudy, I'm gonna need you to push this table. Push this, Trudy. Push this table. So Brian would go in and try to block the behavior. Okay, push that over all the way to the window. I need to move this table. Okay. Okay, now. Anybody can jump on Facebook, or YouTube. Do a search on YouTube. Book of Links. Hashtag Book of Links. Hashtag Book of Links. Anybody that can jump on YouTube, please jump on YouTube.
I want to say something. The viewer's choice. Michelle was learning a lot that morning.
It's
with her
okay.
coffee, just to let you know.
Yeah. We don't have to be that. If they're trying, they can do it. So you'll have to read a book about and help Brian with his grammar and everything because Brian didn't, Brian wasn't perfect. And in fact, so anyway, okay, so now everybody that can jump to, let's do this. God, so this is going to be tricky. Okay. So Brian has to square. Help Brian today square. You're going to help Brian. We're going to help. Good. The numbers are going down. Good. Okay. That's good. Because the lower the numbers on Periscope, Centerportians want just the opposite on Periscope. We need just enough people. Okay. We need just enough people. Every time Centerportians outnumber people on Periscope, we win the battle. Okay. This is how we write the story. Centerportians win the battle every time there are more Centerportians, meaning behaviors that were being executed, which a person could do a behavior or more or two people, a behavior being executed. That's basically Centerporting algorithm. Okay, this was getting more clear so you could write it down. But again, he didn't want to confuse people because most people didn't know what an algorithm was and everything else. And I mean, he didn't even use it in the traditional sense, most likely. So there were 8 people on Periscope. Okay, now on YouTube, 8 people. Okay, this was very important. Now, the problem is with YouTube, we needed for every 10 people, we need one, or no, I'm sorry, it's just the opposite. So for every 10, we needed, for every 1 person on YouTube, we needed 10 in those days, 10 people, okay? So Brian would need a square behavior. So he needs a clipboard. Okay, get Brian a clipboard. Get Brian a clipboard and a piece of paper. Clipboard and a piece of paper. Oh, what? He has one. Okay. So, someone type out what he's doing, guys. Otherwise, he's going to get overly anxious. Type out something. Keep the narrative going. The only thing that people have to do is keep the narrative going. Brian need a clipboard and paper. And thankfully, he had it there the night before. He properly squared the behavior the night before concerning that behavior. Okay, he had it squared. It was square. Oh, shoot. It was squared. Unfortunately, he would need a square piece of paper. And he did not have a square piece of paper. Trudy, can you make me a square piece of paper? I can't do it right now. Trudy, I need you to square a piece of paper. Square a piece of paper. Try not to make fun of Brian, too, if you really care about people. Okay, thankfully, he properly squared it the night before to cube it on this day. That's wow. He was showing the snowflake. Just to let you know, if you weren't on the ground, he just executed the snowflake algorithm. The snowflake algorithm. The snowflake algorithm has many more dynamics to it. Okay, many more dynamics. And just to let you guys know, there are 10 people on YouTube right now, but no one's chatting. No one's commenting. Please comment if you can. Help narrate on YouTube if you can. Becky was part of the 10. Okay, so Becky was part of the 10. Thank you. And give it a thumbs up, guys. Give it a thumbs up because to overcome evil on YouTube, you would have to have twice the number of people on YouTube because people would create false accounts. One person would create 10 accounts on YouTube and then just thumbs down all the time. So you had to have more thumbs up than thumbs down.
You see what John wrote?
So
thankfully, he properly squared the night before.
I just read it, yeah. So yeah, okay, so Brian now had his square piece of paper. Make sure this is what, okay, so Brian needed a square piece of paper every morning, okay? This was his square behavior, okay? It could, a square could turn into a cube, okay? So, problem is, so we really needed more. Oh man, you really could, okay, thank goodness the numbers are going down. Okay, so Brian, the numbers are going down there, but I'm bigger on Periscope because I guess maybe they're shifting over to YouTube because they know they don't need, that's what they're doing. Okay, so write this down. See, every time Brian, so Periscopians would know that they would be more powerful, they could win a battle on YouTube, so they would shift from Periscope on that day. This is a new behavior that he had always got with this. Periscopians were now going on to and trolling on YouTube because they could win a battle on YouTube because they were stronger on YouTube because they only needed one person to defeat a Centerportian. Okay, one person. Okay. So someone was scoping Brian. Someone was scoping Brian at this time. Okay. So was it underground or above ground? Brian wanted to know. Was it above ground or underground? Because we'll just share the scope. Let's just share. Let's put it on the screen, guys. Come on. Hey, Brian, already, this is part of the plan. Okay. Share the link, guys. Can someone share the link and Brian will broadcast it on everything? Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. Let's talk. Come on. Unless they're scared to go up battle the battle with Centerportians, and I bet you they are. I bet you any money they are scared to go battle the battle with Centerportians because we are so powerful in Periscope. We are so powerful. Much more powerful for any of the bullies. See, Centerportians, they're using an R3 model, which would mean that their behaviors were cubed. Because their behaviors were so powerful, they were cubing their behaviors. So
It was that baddie hooker, the one that did 3.
okay, can someone pull up Charity?
John just shared something.
Okay, I don't have enough phones, guys. I have all my phones being used. Okay, so please, I need you. John just shared link today. Okay, Charity,
Yes.
I need you. Bring it here. Give me your phone. I need your phone. I need your phone, Charity. I need your phone. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I can't write.
I don't want you to write. Okay. Here we go, guys. Get ready to jump. We're going to jump on their scope.
I'm gonna go on my old phone.
Let's see who can build. They're gonna bring the battle to us. We'll bring the battle to them. Bring it on, baby. See if you guys can take on Centerportians. Now, this would be the first skirmish where Centerportians were advancing against the enemy. But to do that, he would have to go home. Let's go. Come on, guys. Where's your home thing, Key? Okay. Chudy, where's your home key? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Come on, guys. They had to battle. It was much easier to battle human beings than it would be. And they were building mindsets. Their mindset. They weren't against flesh and blood. They were against, Revlon. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Get ready to skirmish. Here we go. Go now. Okay, jump. Okay, here we go. Go to YouTube. Okay? They're 47 strong right now. 47 strong. So we have to have one Centerportian to win the battle. Okay? One Centerportian to win the battle. Come on, guys. I need a tripod right here. Tripod right here. Trudy, you gotta. Okay, now they're 50 strong. Okay? Come on here. 50 strong. We need one. Okay, I need you guys to go long and see if you get blocked out. If you get blocked out, that's fine.
I can't. I've already blocked her.
No, don't block her. Okay, that means they win. If you have to block them, Trudy needs to get Brian on this. Someone write the proper narrative. Go on there and write the proper narrative and see if they let us speak the truth in their Periscope. Come on, guys, jump. We're taking the battle to them. We're taking the battle online. Go, jump. Come on, do aerobic jump. Come on, guys. I don't see any comments that are speaking the truth. Speak the truth in their scope.
Brian,
Speak the truth. Jump. Come on, time to prepare for their time. It's time for the battle. Speak the truth. They're speaking lies. Speak the truth. Come on, guys. So let's see if they block you to speak the truth. The first one to speak the truth. Let's see. Okay, so again, come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Brian.
Go to their scope. You serious? Okay, and Brian on that day was very disappointed with Centerportians. No, he was. I'm sorry, all capped he. He was very disappointed. He was very, very disappointed. Okay, so, see, unfortunately, they were speaking non-truths. He wanted someone to stand up to the bully. The only way you can stand up to a bully is speak the truth. He was very disappointed, right? He was very disappointed. That's true. Now let's see if she gets blocked. Did she say he was very disappointed? See, all they have to do is block you then. Do you know what I'm saying? No, Brian was not the truth and the way. Brian was not the truth and the way. No, there was a person called Christ that they claimed to be the way and the truth and the life. Brian was just filling a role on earth to write the book of links.
How could she be scoping you if we blocked her?
What are you talking
On
about?
this broadcast. She was blocked on this broadcast. How can she be?
Because they're using multiple accounts. Well, and people would say, poor Brian. Brian didn't lose battles. So poor Brian, and someone would say, poor Brian lost the battle. That's a false statement. Well, actually, maybe, yeah, maybe he and his fellow center pointers would lose the battle. Yeah, maybe that was true. And was John there? Was John... Okay. So someone would want... So Trudy was not being abused. Just to let you know, Trudy was not being abused. Okay, so keep it up. Keep up the narrative, guys. They're saying a bunch of lies. Okay, so who was this scoping? Can someone put the narrative of who's scoping this? Because Brian... So Haley Alexander was scoping Brian's scope. Okay, why was he scoping Brian's scope? Okay, how was she doing this? You're right, that's a good question.
Because she was banned from this scope.
Okay. So he had...
She's broadcasting from Scope
And
TV.
you're right, you know what? Okay. So someone was asking... Okay, Brian was doing okay. So someone maybe would ask the question, did Trudy have a life? Well, Trudy... Okay, so Trudy had a life. Her life was to be there for Brian. I mean, Christians kind of said the same thing about whatever, about other people. They would say, I mean, anyway, he didn't want to go in the Christian battle. Anyway, he was not Christian. But anyway, so, boy, they weren't doing too well keeping them. Well, I guess they were. I have to say, Haley Alexander. So Haley,
My chat has now been disabled, so.
Okay,
You
so
muted me.
I would have to get it for Haley. Brian would have to commend Haley Alexander for properly putting up where she could have moderators and do that. So Brian would speak well of Haley on that day, but could Haley speak well of Brian? You know, that's the question. So people would think Brian needed a better acting coach. So the surprise was Brian wasn't an actor. Brian wasn't an actor, and he was not acting. He was doing the best he could do with the limited resources he had. He was being creative. Okay? So, someone
else is scoping now.
Someone,
She's showing someone else's scope.
someone else is scoping.
Said something about Asperger's and I don't remember seeing that comment.
Someone else is scoping, truly.
Looked like it.
Okay.
Looked like she was
So
showing something
okay.
else.
So I'll tell you what. Do we stay with Haley? Do we stay with Haley or jump like everyone else does? You guys always are jumping. Brian doesn't want to jump just to the next best thing.
Well, obviously Haley doesn't want to hear from us. She
Brian,
just
no,
likes
that's
to make
not
fun.
true.
Well, no, because she shut me down.
No,
with
Brian's
comments.
calm because he's got so many layers here. Brian's calm because we win at a 1 to 10 ratio. So you guys would have to get your numbers up. You're not really in Brian's sphere. You're in the mind of the sphere right now. Brian doesn't get affected by her numbers. If her numbers go up, that doesn't affect Brian. He wants low numbers on his scope. He wants high. High numbers can be on their scope. That's fine. He wants what they want. He wants what Haley wants. Brian doesn't want high numbers. He wants to create big numbers there. Okay.
I think it's very interesting.
Brian's sign
If nobody even knows how to.
Andy.
That nobody.
If Brian showed any command, maybe Hank would. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. And someone would put down the layers. Okay, so someone said that Trudy sounded insane. No, that was just a put down. So why would that be?
Well, it's interesting of all the
So,
scopes they've done. They can't even spell
someone,
my
can
damn
someone
name right.
repeat? So someone would say, someone, I don't know who that was, someone would love Brian speaking in the third person. So why was it a black screen, just by the way? It's fine. Let's just, it's, okay.
Just still remember when Brian threw a chair at Trudy? No, he never did.
Okay, so, hey, you want to turn up the volume? Turn up the volume. Why is he speaking? Why is he speaking?
She's scoping her. That's our house. That's our house.
I don't care. What are they gonna? What do they think? Okay. Okay, guys. Now, okay. So Brian would wonder why people need to show Brian's house. What was that? I mean, Brian, Senator. First of all, why did people need to know where Brian lived? That doesn't bother Brian. Brian doesn't depend on houses.
And just so you know, guys, your threats have been already put to the
It's
police.
okay. It's okay. I don't care. Police aren't going to do anything. Police aren't going to do anything. Police aren't going to do anything. Police aren't going to do
Don't get mad, he abuses you.
Just so you know, guys, your threats have been already put to the police.
Trudy, why do you let him abuse you?
Brian does not abuse me, Dreamcatcher Barbie.
That's okay. No, let me take this on, Trudy. Let me talk to. Only Brian, and this scenario. This is a new scenario. Only Brian will speak. Only Brian will speak. Only.
Trudy, why are you being beaten like this? Why are you letting him throw things at you? Trudy, why are you being abused? Why are you okay with being abused, Trudy? Why?
That's okay.
Brian, why do you lie about being autistic? At the very least, you're schizophrenic, not autistic.
Brian wondered if Haley was a doctor. Was Brian Haley's patient? Brian wondered if Haley was a doctor.
No, but you've been examined by a doctor, Brian. You've been examined by
And
a
the
doctor.
doctors say that Brian is autistic with PTSD. And the doctors say, according to the doctors, that Brian is autistic with PTSD. And the doctors say that Brian is autistic with PTSD. And the doctors say, according to the doctors, that Brian is autistic with PTSD.
Brian, I thought you can only understand third person past tense.
No.
Why can you understand me when I'm talking?
No, Brian's just is very creative and he's invented.
What's happening now?
Brian, sorry, what? Brian was sorry, what? What did Haley say? No, Brian's just very creative and he's invented.
Trudy, if you were smart, Brian would be committed.
Okay, so why do people think that Brian should be committed? He's not a threat to himself or anyone else. Why should Brian be committed? Why do the society want people like Brian committed? Why would they put Brian in an institution at 6.5 years old? So why do people think that Brian should be committed? He's not a threat to himself or anyone else.
Brian, you're a threat to society when you keep wasting police services by calling 911 repeatedly, abusing Trudy not only verbally but physically.
He's writing a
That's why
book.
you should be committed.
First of all, Brian's showing how hard.
It's never too late, Trudy. You can leave.
You guys keep the narrative going as best as you
Never
can.
too late to leave. Remember that. Trudy, you're a beautiful woman. You can do much better. Hey!
Uh-oh.
Sounds like someone just attacked her.
Okay, so Brian had his dog attack her. No, I'm joking. That was a joke, guys. That was a joke. Okay, so, oh gosh, what do we say about all that? What do we say about all that? Okay, so, look, as long as they're able to engage, Brian was surprised that Haley would even engage.
Brian was surprised that Haley would even engage. What?
John hopes Haley got ate by the dog.
No, we don't want harm. We're not battling against people. We're battling against their mindsets. Their mindset. I mean, this is the problem. We're writing a book about how people abuse people because they change the narrative. I mean, that's what. It's not a new thing. People have been doing it from the beginning. So this has been running for about an hour. I'm gonna jump here. Jump. Just a minute. Jump. Okay, we're jumping on Facebook. Facebook, it's 0629. See, this is what I'm saying. You never know what kind of dynamic. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go live on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/treebreeze, okay? And start the narrative. We go reverse. Okay, now jump. We're on Facebook. Now, we're going to retreat now, okay? Now, I don't know. Again, the battle, we're just trying to, okay, can everyone jump? Can all center, anybody that has available, go to public, facebook.com/treebreeze, TREEBREEZE, and jump from all the periscopes from YouTube and into, let's consolidate our efforts now. Let's pool our resources again. Let's regroup. Okay, let's regroup. Come on, guys. Can you guys
Haley's
jump?
back on again, apparently.
It's okay. It's okay. So jump off of here and go on to facebook.com/treebreeze, TREEBREEZE. Brian was glad that he was able to talk to Haley. Maybe Haley didn't. Maybe Haley won. Haley's just convinced. Well, anyway, so jump on YouTube or whatever. Let's go. Jump. Get off Periscope. That meant jump. Close out Periscope. Brian's not here to entertain people. He's there to get the truth.
Can I stop it?
Yeah. He's there to get the truth and put the links up there.
Moderator action 0.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, guys. So he's there to combat truth. He's not there to
Is this the phone that does it? No. Just relax, Brian.
Okay, so how long has this been going? 52 minutes, okay? So, let's go back from... Okay, so now we've got YouTube. We've got YouTube and Periscope and Facebook, okay? Okay, we got YouTube and Periscope. Okay, so I might... okay, I'm going to... let me just do this here. Did everyone share? Okay, so did you guys say someone else was scoping something? Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, if a lot of people start
Hallie's
scoping my
back
scope,
on
that's
again.
gonna be
Hallie, same one's back on.
But yeah, but they can't scope our scope if we're not online.
That's true.
Well, they can because we're public. So if you want to share, okay, I'm not. So unfortunately, when we're public, we have to expect to be scoped. Okay, so now Brian was on. Okay, Tony was there. Okay, so Brian was on Facebook and whatever, and
So you're on Facebook now?
a
new Facebook?
Yeah, just a minute. So we're on Facebook, okay? So here we go. Jump. We're gonna jump. This is gonna be pivot. YouTube's gonna be the pivot. Okay, write that down. YouTube would be the pivot. YouTube would be the pivot. Okay, I need to get all my phones out here now. Okay, now, Brian did not always, let me clear this up. Brian did not always need to be on. Okay, so YouTube's the pivot, okay? YouTube was the pivot, okay? This was Brian was overcoming with humans and technology. He would have to combine it. He didn't have to talk. He made himself the rule to talk in third person past tense in those days.
But tell him why.
But the reason is because AI was helping him write the book. I mean, it was really, if you heard Brian talk, he would make sense. But he wouldn't make sense. He was in a storm. Sometimes he would do good. I mean, who didn't do good sometimes, right? Who did not do good sometimes? Brian was doing good because people were helping him. Why would all people had to do was help him. All people had to do was help Brian. YouTube would be the pivot. Exactly. So Brian, by going through YouTube, they would increase, center point would increase numbers to be able to run more algorithms. They would create more Centerportians. Okay, Centerportians were now, Brian could now say that Centerportians were algorithms. See, he could not, the truth would be revealed more and more and more about the book as it was getting more and more understanding about what was happening. The book of links was, okay, so we need more people typing though right
Just a
now.
minute, Brian. I'm sharing.
So there's
links
6
and
people
stuff.
on Facebook.com/Facebook, Facebook.com/Treebreeze, TREEBREEZE. The more people that help Brian write. See, Brian would be honest. He needed people help writing his book. He needed people help writing his book. Okay? So again, he's looking, if you want to jump to YouTube too, you'll see what he's talking about. Okay, so this was not working because there was not enough typing on this. So this was a problem. Okay, so he had 6 people there, but only one person. Trudy was typing.
Trudy was sharing.
Okay, John, he needed John to type if all possible. Is John? So everybody type on Facebook if you can. Becky was working and was not able to type correctly. Brian needed people to help him write his book. Right, exactly. So please, okay, so we just need people. Everybody go over to Facebook.com. You don't need to be on YouTube. YouTube is just capturing what Facebook was doing. He needs everybody on Facebook.com/Treebreeze. Okay? Everything will be recorded on YouTube. Okay, and thank you. Okay, no, Trudy, I hope you're not sharing this video too. Okay, no. Okay, do not share these videos. Okay. Trudy?
Share 'em to the week?
No. Do not share them. Do not share them. You can share them to the week, not the month.
I
Not
didn't share them to the month.
okay.
I
Don't
didn't
share them to the month.
season.
Good. Don't share them to the month, and don't show them the quarter. So there would be the day, the week. Okay, can someone write this out? There would be the day, the week, the month, and the quarter. There would be the day, the week, the month, and the quarter. There would be the day, the week, the month, and the quarter. Oh man, this is going to take forever to write this book this way. But again, the book, there's 2 books being written. Okay, one about how the book's being written, and all Brian needed someone to help him write. So we didn't know in those days why very few people would help him write. Brian needed help. No, okay, so. Okay, can someone tell you about what Brian said because he already forgot? There would be the day, okay, good, thank you. There would be the day, the week, the month. He could jump now to another thought, but not until that was written down. Otherwise, he would keep looping, okay? There would be the day, the week, the month, and the quarter, okay? Okay, now, okay, he needs it, okay. There would be the day, the week, the month, and the quarter. Do we have more than one person to write things down? Because we still need 4 or more. Because Trudy, if Brian calls Trudy away, see, do you know what I'm saying? Trudy's the only one that wrote that out. Trudy's the only one that wrote that out. Do you understand?
Tony. There's
Okay.
A bunch of people here.
So on this day, Brian did not have enough help, unfortunately. See, does this make mathematical sense? If Trudy's writing, can she also go get Brian a computer or something that he needs? She can't be, okay, so basically, okay, he would shut down completely, jump to the underground. He's going further underground. He had no help that morning, not enough help. Jump,